Really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Titans.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's 2nd and inches at the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Made at the 6-yard line.
The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Henry. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second down and goal. Jackson, this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tyree Jackson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Cowboys nothing.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll run with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Prescott.
Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
After the penalty, it's Henry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. KJ Hamler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
The score, Titans 21, Cowboys nothing. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
21-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Titans 21, Cowboys nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Complete to Mark Andrews.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Tennessee.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 12. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 13-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Jackson. The open man is Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 51 yards.
7-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
Second and goal at the Titans' 1-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
The kick in.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Titans 24, Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson completes it right side to Cooper. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. On now is the Titans punter. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Tennessee.
From From the gun, Jackson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 44. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Hey, kill. 47.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check it.
Hey, kill. 47.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl.
58-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, they set up the screen for Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
10 at the 47-yard line.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Intercepted.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. First down, Titans.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Jackson going to run, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
On the play. Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Jackson now. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Cowboys.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Able to slither by.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The fumble on first down now, here's second down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Titans first down.
From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, and things that they consider safe.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Justin Rohrwasser set.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Number 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The 20. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about...
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They run the counter. It's Henry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 9-yard line.
They'll give Henry another shot, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set to kick off.
Rohrwasser made the field goal. Now he handles the kickoff duties. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Now Prescott staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
Number 22.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Tennessee, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Then you let go, but I know I got an attitude.